Everything is either an opportunity to grow or an obstacle to keep you from growing. You get to choose. I think this quote is right. Every obstacle that we face in our life changes our life. But it's up to us how it changes our life. This shift in thinking could be a game changer. So now you probably think this is just another speech. But no, this is my talk. So let me tell you a little story. When I was in third grade, I was the shyest kid around, and my class was doing the Christmas assembly, and I was selected for MC. I was so scared, but I literally ate, breathed, and talked the script. And in the end, that initial challenge helped me find my passion, so I turned that challenge into an opportunity. And that has let me speak in front of you today. Hi, I'm Riya Venkatesh from 6B. Let's be honest, challenges can feel frustrating, overwhelming, and annoying. Most people believe that challenges are opportunities for growth, but they still get tired of facing roadblocks that slow them down. I get it, it's hard to stay motivated when progress seems totally impossible. So let's look at how Bethany Hamilton and J.K. Rowling experienced serious setbacks and hardships and yet still managed to succeed and establish a place for themselves. Bethany Hamilton is a surfer with a special feature. She has only one arm. How does she play Subway Surfers? But seriously, she's so cool. Bethany started surfing when she was around 8 years old. But when she was 15, disaster struck and she was involved in a shark attack which robbed her of her left arm. But just 26 days after the attack, she got back on the board, thought creatively and adjusted her technique. And she was even a winner of numerous prizes such as the Open Women's Division of the National Scholastic Surfers Association. Another amazing person who we all know about is J.K. Rowling. Yes, she's the legend who created Harry Potter. I might just be a Potterhead. But there's a side to her we don't know about. When she was 17, she was rejected from college. She had a divorce with her husband. She was on social welfare. Beyond this, she was also a single mom at 29 and even considered taking her own life. But instead, she threw herself into her story and created a multi-billion-dollar brand. As we see, from Bethany to Rowling, opportunities are made, not found. Lessons learned from their life have actually taught us that challenges stimulate our creativity in ways we wouldn't expect. They teach us to think differently, approach problems from new angles, and come up with innovative solutions. So now we've talked about people, let's talk about how the famous and genius have trained themselves to look at this from a way that lets them turn every challenge into a solution. Let's look at the main ways to turn challenges to opportunities. Number 1, look at the problem, the situation, and what you can do. The first steps, it's simple really. Admit there's a challenge. Don't run away from it or pretend it doesn't exist. Then, think about how it affects your life, personally and professionally. After all, it's hard to solve a problem you're not aware of, right? Neil Raman said it best. Take a deep breath, look at the situation for what it is, and get ready to flip the script. Kind of like how Bethany Hamilton, who lost her arm in a shark attack, didn't just give up surfing. Instead, she got back on the board and adjusted her technique. Now, we're not all facing little sharks, but it's the same mindset. Face it head on, learn from it, and keep going. Number 2, you need to know and access your talents and resources. As George Bickerstaff puts it, you need to know how to efficiently use your resources. And I don't just mean your Wi-Fi and collection of Pinterest motivation quotes. Think about everything at your disposal. People, technology, skills, and even a well-timed cup of coffee. Think creatively and use them wisely. Number 3, think differently. It's a cliche, but hear me out. It doesn't need to be some wild, out-of-the-box brainwave that changes the world. It can be as simple as a different perspective. It's like turning a map upside down when you're lost. Sometimes the solution is just one different thought away. Number 4. Don't, don't just sit there, act. I know life can feel monotonous at times, like it's throwing bricks at you, but guess what? You've got the power to change it. So, if you've listened to and no one is going to swoop in with a magical step-by-step guide that fixes everything. And let's be real, would you even trust someone who gave you that? So don't just sit there. If you've listened to the tips so far, you're already halfway there to making a plan. So why wait? The time is now or never. And hey, if you fail, you're already halfway there to success. Trust me on this, failure is like the training wheels on the bike ride to success. It's a necessary part of the process. Imagine a kid who never failed. How would they learn? They wouldn't. Failure teaches us where we can improve. You don't have to love it, but you do need it. Number 6. Lastly, embrace the growth mindset. We've all heard of people who think their abilities are set in stone, right? Fixed mind folks believe they've either got it or they don't. But a growth mindset, that's where the magic happens. People who develop their talents through hard work, good strategies, and feedback tend to achieve way more. So when you hit a bump, and you will, use it as fuel to grow. So the next time you hit an obstacle, think of me and my little talk. Even if it's just the parts that make you smile. Whatever you gain from this will make every single second I spent here worth it. So thank you for your time and have a fantastic night.